Mathland, Master Your Multiplication Facts. This is the football version. So, this is a fun game for the students. It's a digital game and it helps them learn their math facts, starting with the lower numbers and moving gradually to the larger numbers. So, the first section of the game is what we call Pirates Cove. So, these are all the math facts 0 through 3. Um, in order to move on to the next section, which is Magician's Lane, students need to master all of these so they can't make any errors. Um, these are all in a multiple choice format, so if they make any errors, they have to go back to the beginning of that section. So the Magician's Lane are all the math facts 4s, 5s, and 6s. Safari Station 7s, 8s, and 9s. And then Monster More are 10s, 11s, and 12s. And so this game board pops up every time they finish one of these sections, and it shows them on the game board where they're at. So starting on slide 3, I would have the students come up here to slideshow in the upper right hand corner. So click on slideshow, and actually they can start on slide 2, and they just click begin. So they're at the beginning here, and it gives them a math fact 3 times 0. So they've got 4 choices. If they get the wrong answer, it takes them to a slide that says they're incorrect, and they have to go back and try again. They get the right answer, they just move on to the next problem. So as long as they're getting correct answers, they keep on moving through the game. If they get an incorrect answer, they have to go all the way back to the beginning of that section. So they go back to the beginning of Pirates Cove. So until they get every single problem correct, they cannot move on to the next section. Now the next section, so they just keep going in that way. So once they've made it through Pirates Cove, they're going to come to this slide, and they're going to click Next to move on to Magician's Lane. So their math board pops back up again, the game board, and it shows them that now they're here. So they've passed this whole section. So now they're moving on to the 4, 5s, and 6s. They're going to click Next, and same thing here. As long as they get correct answers, they can continue moving through the game. And just like the last section, if they get one incorrect answer, they have to go all the way back to the beginning of Magician's Lane. So this just gives them a lot of practice. If they're really proficient already with these smaller numbers, they'll move quickly to the more difficult problems. If they're not, they'll get plenty of practice. So they continue like this through the game. There's, like I said, 4 different lands they have to pass through. And they get to the very end, and it'll show them they've made it to the end, and congratulations. So that is Mathland game. This is a football version, so it has it's football themed, and a fun digital game for the students.